What is up, everypony? It is me, ElusiveOwl here, and welcome to another Scribbler Productions episode of Friendship is Tragic. Yes, this is episode 6 of what happened on the last episode, which was called Flush Silence. This one is called Friends Like These Are a Rarity. Friends Like These Are a Rarity. With a title like that, you can assume Rarity might be the one to showcase this episode, given on how I guess weird how she was in the last one, with the way that she sounded. I mean, it weren't weird. She was in her like fashion tone and everything, but it still felt weird. It still felt weird from the way that she was talking and everything. So yeah, this is episode 6, and it's Friends Like These Are Rarity, and this is 49 minutes long. 49 minutes. I don't know if this is the longest. Actually, as a matter of fact, as of now, yes, I am. Yes, this is the longest episode so far. But episode 7 is 1 hour and 6 minutes long. Like, holy crap! And that's the finale episode as well. I can't wait to get into that one for what's going to happen. Because it shows on the thumbnail for episode 7, Pinkie Pie holding a knife towards Twilight Sparkle. And there's blood around Pinkie Pie at one part of it. So yeah, God, it's gonna be very interesting for when she goes into Pinkie Pie's place. Jesus Christ. Whew. Actually, that makes me have an assumption for what might happen during this episode. Actually, given that every pony might have said, "Oh, Rarity might be the one to, cut Fluttershy's neck in the making." But given the thumbnail for what is on episode 7 for the finale of Friendship is Tragic, it could be a possibility that Pinkie Pie may have done it as well. And if I'm right, then I called it. But yes, I predicted what could happen in the present. This was like over. This was nearly 2 years ago, but yeah. If I were to say, no, I would have been within every pony's population to say Rarity was the one that did it, and for them to reveal that Pinkie Pie could have done it, then it would have taken a shocking turn. It could be Pinkie. It could be Pinkie actually that did it. But let's just see for ourselves as to who cut Fluttershy's neck in the process. So, with all that being said, everybody, just like Pinkie Pie would say, enough chit chat. Time is candy. And let's get episode 6 underway. Friends Like These Are a Rarity by Scribbler Productions. And let's get this going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying this. I had no idea why I stopped in episode 3. I should have kept going during 2021.
After reuniting with Applejack and Rainbow Dash, we were all surprised when Fluttershy pulled up to the tavern where we had met in a glittering, bejeweled carriage emblazoned with the letters RDE. While I had hoped this meant that at least one of my friends was doing well in life, a tussle between Dash and Applejack resulted in Fluttershy intervening to break it up, and her choker being torn off, revealing an ugly scar all around her neck from a wound so severe it has permanently damaged her ability to speak. The pony she was traveling with told us that he works for Rarity Divine Enterprises, and that Rarity herself had sent Fluttershy to meet with us and take us back to her mansion rather than come to see us at the tavern. Thus, we journeyed to the most ostentatious house I have ever seen in my life. A place that far eclipsed the opulence of Canterlot. Rarity herself, at first, seemed just the same as she used
Lady
to be.
Demisius.
Albeit a lot wealthier these days. When talking with her one-on-one, however, I was shocked to hear the way she talked about her friends. So cruelly and unsympathetically that it left me reeling and wondering just how much she has really changed after all.
Maybe it was her, or maybe it was a certain party pony that we've yet to meet. Here we go. Episode 6. Friends like these are a rarity. Oh. Posh British music. Oh my god! Look at the canvas paintings on the wall.
You cannot possibly be serious. Wearing white after Equestrian Day? Oh, it's so gauche I may be physically ill. And of course, every pony laughed because, oh, darlings, you look positively scrumptious. So clean and neat as a pin now. Oh, you've done a wonderful job with them, Fluttershy. Why, I barely recognize them as the same ponies I used to know.
Is this really necessary?
Gotta agree with Dash here. Why are you making us wear these duds, Rarity? They don't feel or fit right.
Oh, nonsense, Applejack, darling. You both look, wonderful.
Yeah.
Sit. Dinner will soon be served. Fluttershy, could you please be an absolute delight and go check on how Chef Chabal is doing with our meal?
Hey, Fluttershy, aren't you going to eat with us too? Fluttershy? Hey, don't leave so soon.
Oh wait, is
She's fine.
I beg to differ on the
is it that
word front.
thumbnail where she's like behind the cells?
So, Rarity.
Is that where she goes?
You promised to explain about what happened to Fluttershy. Well, I was going to start with the fabulous story of my rise to the top, but I suppose as she isn't here to get upset, I can tell you that part of the tale first. I'm afraid I can't tell you every detail, as the poor thing hasn't been able to speak since I found her. I can, however, tell you how I found her. Slave traders had...
What? What do you mean, slave traders?
Slave?
Doing with them?
Slave?
What are you doing involved with slavers, Rarity?
Slave traders?
Slave traders?
That can't be true.
I'm afraid it's true, Twilight.
What the shit?
Taken down a couple in my travels. I try to sneak out ponies out of Equestria and sell them in countries outside our borders. Our ponies can just disappear without a trace. Or they bring in non-pony folk to sell to equestrian ponies who think it's okay to own other creatures because they ain't ponies.
Okay, so she found her at slave traders, but did she have the throat intact or was it cut?
Princess Luna never said anything about...
Princess Luna don't know half of what's going on in Equestria. She knows the noble ponies and all their infighting and politicking, but us common ponies, well, we've had a thing for ourselves while she figured her shit out after Celestia died.
If I can continue my story, I will get to all of that shortly. Now then, from what I understand, after you left and went missing, Twilight, Fluttershy became more and more obsessed with helping animals. I think she got some sort of comfort and peace from helping them, and that aided her distress when we received word of your presumed death and Princess Celestia's actual passing. So much so that Fluttershy began to look closer to the Everfree Forest for the more exotic creatures who required her kind of aid. I think she held the memory of pulling that thorn from the Manticore's paw quite dear, and wished to replicate that feeling, to recapture some of the sense of belonging, of the kind that she had the night we fought Nightmare Moon. Gossip around Ponyville said she would often travel out there alone. Before I moved away, I tried to talk some sense into her, but, well, you know how she was. She would not listen to reason. Insisted the animals needed her more than any pony possibly ever could.
And you didn't try to correct her thinking about that?
I seem to recall that you leaving her behind for the Wonderbolts had hit her particularly hard in that regard, Rainbow. So maybe you shouldn't be so quick to judge me. Well, one can only assume that at some point on one of her forages beyond the safety of Ponyville's outer limits, she was kidnapped by a group of griffin slavers. I'm not sure for how long she was in their captivity, but judging by the damage from her slave collar, I would assume it was a long time. I've written to her many times from Manhattan, but I've never heard from her. I assumed she had no more need of pony friends and had given herself over completely to her animals. Unbeknownst to me, absolutely no pony knew where she had gone. Her cottage fell into ruin. The last I knew, the Everfree had encroached over it completely, and her house had reverted to being just another tree.
Oh, how awful. Poor Fluttershy.
Wow.
Well, a few years ago, my business was truly taking off, and I needed laborers to do some of the, manual labor. And I will confess, I did dabble a little bit in the black market. My funds were short, what with the overheads of expanding
Manhattan, the rising costs of fabric and other materials, Sweetie Belle's private boarding school, my parents reliant on my income to keep them comfortable, and what would the economy be what it was after Princess Celestia was... Princess Luna gave us all hope that the markets are capricious things. Hope isn't always enough to keep prices at a point where a young, upcoming fashionista is able to make a name for herself by strictly legal means. What I'm trying to say is, I know it was very unladylike to seek cheaper options, but I was a young, naive, silly mare who could not possibly have foreseen.
Rarity, stop trying to justify yourself and get on with it.
Yes. Well, I happened upon a set of Griffin, merchants who promised they could employ ponies at a cheaper rate than any of the other building firms I'd approached for quotations. Now, girls, you have to understand at this point that I treat all of my workers fairly and never had any intentions of treating them as actual slaves. However, they were marketed to me. They're all paid a fair wage here, have excellent living quarters, 3 square meals a day, a community of like-minded workers with whom to socialize on site. And besides, who would not wish to work surrounded by all the beautiful things I create? Why, that's practically a payment in itself.
They got everything they could want, except the ability to leave, right?
While these merchants were explaining their business model to me, I was taken to meet their workers.
I didn't even see the ad come up. I didn't even see it.
When he called out of the blue, offering a free
Okay.
commission review, he spoke professionally about investments. He seemed to
I guess I guess we're getting into a backstory here and how she got Fluttershy, I guess. Anyways, we're back in 3, 2, 1.
And this is our latest imported stock.
Here we go.
Some of it's set to be shipped out to the next trade route in the morning, but you can take a look at the stock that's not already reserved for sale in Minos.
I do wish you would not refer to them like that. They are living creatures, after all.
Says the pony who's willing to pay for them living creatures like they're bits of cloth.
The economy has not been at its best since Princess Celestia was taken from us. I refuse to think of myself as a monster, but if I don't find some way to make ends meet, then I stand to lose everything. All my years and years of hard work just gone. Not to mention the effect it would have on my family.
Who are you trying to convince? Me or you?
If I am to make a living at all, then some sacrifices must be made.
Like your morals?
You're very rude for someone who hopes to make a sale today.
And you're very uppity for someone who knows she's talking to a slave trader about buying some slaves.
Well, if I'm going to do this, let's just take a look at them then.
As you wish, m'lady.
Oh my god. How?
Oh my goodness, they're ponies.
Well, what did you expect?
I don't know. Yaks or minotaurs or other griffins or something, but ponies.
So you were willing to buy them as long as they weren't your own kind? Yeah, you're totally not a monster, m'lady.
Why aren't some of them in cages?
They're feisty. The cages are a training tool. We call it crate training. You know, like the dogs.
Sweet Celestia.
She ain't here anymore, lady. If she was, you better believe you wouldn't be talking to me right now. And not just because of your
Right then, lead the way.
Yeah, in your face with your mane? Holy crap, you ponies are too much.
I will thank you not to.
What?
Oh my!
She spotted her.
Fluttershy, is that you? Oh, darling. Oh, darling. This is what you've been all this time. We all thought, oh, darling.
What kind of
I
leg?
told you to get away. This one ain't for sale.
I'll pay whatever price you want for her.
No, this one ain't for sale.
Any price you ask.
The answer's no. We like having her around.
Okay. It wasn't Rarity. It was not Rarity.
What do you mean, favorite?
Well, it gets lonely on the road. No one comes to see us unless they want to buy or sell our product. And winter nights get very long.
Oh, why?
So, like I said, this one ain't for sale. Now get away from that cage, lady.
Please, please, I beg of you. I don't care how much it costs, but please let her go.
She wouldn't be any use to you anyhow. You want product to sew and work and make clothes and shit for you. This one can't even talk anymore. One of these boys got too rough pulling on the collar one too many times. Plus her leg got busted last time and it ain't finished healing yet.
And if I say that if you do not release her from captivity, I will take this place apart bit by bit with my magic and destroy every inch of it until it's nothing but rubble.
I'd say the anti-magic enchantments on the place were made by unicorns much more powerful than you, little pony. And there are more my guys outside this door than you could fight your way through while carrying this pony and her busted leg.
Oh, I was planning to buy several items today. At least 3 based on the price you quoted me. But I will give literally all of it to you in exchange for her. All of it for one pony. A pony you freely admit is damaged.
Still no.
What will it
Bruh!
to give her to me?
Well, now, I can think of a few things. You could take her place.
What?
I guess we could replace her with one of the others we picked up on this trip. But we won't have time to break another one in before we leave for Minos. You agree to stick around here with me and my guys until we leave, then I'll consider letting you buy your friend here.
What?
Don't worry, Fluttershy, darling. I'll do whatever it takes to get you out of here. I agree to your terms on the strict contractual obligation that you let us both go tomorrow alive when you leave. And I want that in writing.
You ponies, you really are too funny sometimes.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Don't tell me it's gonna be something really bad. I didn't even see another advert come in as well. Oh god.
Oh, Rarity.
I had to fight for Fluttershy. Not physically fight, you understand, but with deals and cold, hard negotiations. Eventually, I used every single scrap of my earnings up to that moment to purchase her freedom.
the warehouse where slavers were storing equestrian citizens to sell as slaves.
I believe they made good on their promise in small ways to show me that they could indeed do it on a larger scale. When I tried to purchase new fabric, I found very few would trade with me, and those who would were frightened, and they wouldn't sell me nearly as much as I needed. And when I tried to fetch gems using my special talent, I was mocked by assailants on my way home, and everything was stolen from me. I got their message loud and clear, and so I kept my mouth shut.
That ain't right, Rare. That still ain't right.
We all do things we're not proud of when we're pushed far enough and lose enough. I believe you know that fact intimately, don't you, Applejack?
Oh.
Judge me if you will, but desperation is an unwelcome bedfellow. In the end, when Fluttershy was recovered enough, I entreated her to work with me, to help my business fly again in such inauspicious circumstances. I had so few options between me and ruin. I'd spent more than just all my bits on her, so she was eager to help me, of course. Ever so eager. I had to be inventive and more creative in my ideas to save myself, my business, and my future. Darlings, I had to think so far outside the box, I could not even see the box anymore. Fluttershy agreed, and so she became my assistant, and latterly, my standard bearer, if you will. And now she and I live side by side, with a whole workforce to support everything we built together. Though she does go out of her way for me sometimes a little too much. I've told her time and time again, she's under no obligation to do anything she does not want to do, but she always pushes herself to her limits, just for my benefit.
You know she will, Rarity. Because she feels guilty about you sacrificing so much for her.
Yeah.
In her mind, she will probably always be in your debt. I know it might be me jumping to conclusions, but she doesn't seem happy here. When we were traveling in the carriage, she was flinching at just the mention of your name. And
Yeah.
she seems terribly upset. Almost like she's scared
Frightened.
of you.
Yes.
Yeah, something doesn't add up about your story. Why is Fluttershy so scared? PTSD? You have no idea what she has suffered, darling. No idea. Trauma
Is that buttons?
does things to ponies.
Is that buttons next to
Make them
Rarity?
harsher, sharpen their soft edges into harsh angles. As I said, desperation is a nasty bedfellow, and the only way to rid yourself of it is to change yourself until you're no longer too soft to do what needs to be done. I don't think it's fear Fluttershy is feeling, darling. More of an ongoing disagreement between us on certain methods I use in my business practices. What kind of methods?
Better or worse than buying slaves to serve you.
You see, these kinds of clothing we're all wearing were how I managed to salvage my business after I rescued Fluttershy. The nobility fall over themselves just to have one on order because the materials used to make them are rare, to say the least. Normal fabric just will not do, not for these ponies and their upper-class money. It's all about appearances for them. Ordinary fabrics are simply just not good enough. Where's the wow factor in silk, satin, or chiffon? Where is the opulence in ordinary
organic?
You mean from plants and things?
These pants kind of remind me of that manticore smell when we were in the ever-free forest that time. Holy shit!
Is this fabric what I think it is?
No.
Holy shit!
No.
Oh my god!
Don't tell me. Get it off. Get it off you now. Get it off. Get it off.
Just a fortune to make.
No wonder Fluttershy seemed so disturbed when we were putting them on.
You kill animals to make these clothes, Rarity? How could you do that?
We do not kill animals. We merely recycle the dead ones. Or if there's a dangerous creature that is bothersome.
It's still killing.
We're not barbarians, Twilight.
Well, this is perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Oh,
Come on,
what a
Twilight, just swear
beautiful
once.
reunion this has turned out to be. My best friends have turned out to be a violent vigilante, a reckless alcoholic, and the mute accomplice to a barbaric ice queen. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said those things, but this isn't right. It wasn't supposed to be like this for us. We were meant to be.
I'm sorry, Twilight. None of us wants to see you so upset after all you've been through to find us, but, well, we can't change what life has made us. We all wish things had stayed the same from all those years back. Well, except maybe Rarity. She seems to be doing all right for herself, however she got to this point. But you need to be strong, Twi. Things could be a lot worse than they are. At least we're all still alive, right? Life's done knocked us down a bunch, but we still got back up. We're still here, still living, still fighting, and still us. Just maybe not the versions of us you remember. That don't make us any less than who we are.
Still forgetting one party pony.
Will be. Or whatever.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry, every pony. I'm being so selfish. I was so wrapped up in my vision of us all meeting up and everything being back like the old days that I never took into consideration that your lives may have led you in different directions than the ones in my imagination.
It ain't how we want it either, Sugar Cube. But it honestly could have been much worse. We're alive, and we're together. We can figure out the rest as we go.
Not quite all together again. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how Pinky turned out.
I can't wait either.
What?
What?
We don't ever say that name out loud, Twilight.
What? Pinkie Pie?
Dang nabbit, Twi. Hold your tongue.
But I don't understand.
Why?
Why don't you talk about Pinkie Pie?
Darling, please, for the love of all that is fashionable and beautiful, please refrain from saying that name.
Why?
What's the joke here? You keep telling me not
What's going on?
but you won't tell me why, which of course is going to make me mention her more.
Of course.
Fluttershy, what is your reaction if I say the name Pinkie Pie?
Okay.
What happened to Pinkie Pie? Is she...
Okay, she's also like, no, don't mention her.
Oh my gosh. She's dead. Isn't
the hell's going on?
All the other bad news she's had to put up with today? It's only fair. Twilight, Pinkie Pie, she...
What the shit? Applejack?
My crockery! Applejack, you beast! Stop that this instant! Applejack, stop!
They're still fighting each other.
Twilight, Pinkie is...
I said no!
Okay. Hey, stop beating the crap out of her. Stop talking about her.
Guards! Guards! Will somebody please restrain that monster before she ruins any more of my precious possessions?
Yes, Lady Rarity. Come here, you. Get your stinking hooves off me!
Oh my god, she's got. Oh my god, she's got a. Oh my god, she's going crazy.
I'm Anger Jack. You hear me? Ain't nothing gonna stop me.
Okay, Anger Jack.
Lady Rarity, at all costs.
Twilight, Fluttershy, come on. We must leave before you get hurt. I can't just leave Applejack and Dash to kill each other. Go with Rarity, Fluttershy. I'll calm him down or something. Rarity, make sure Fluttershy stays safe. I always do, darling.
Good. Go get her. Go get her.
Twilight, listen to me.
I said don't. We all promised we wouldn't speak about her, and I don't plan to break that promise, even if Twi is here.
But she has a right to know. Twilight, Pinkie Pie was...
I said shut up, Rainbow.
Shut up. Where did that knife go?
Look out! This chandelier! It's coming down!
Oh shit!
Candles! They set the curtains on fire! Everybody out, quick!
There's a fire in the Rarities! There's fire in Rarities! Home! Is she moving? Some pony is going to die.
Help me! No! You understand? This is my chance! I can escape in the confusion! Please! You don't know what it's like here. I can't stay here anymore. I just can't.
All right. Okay.
I might not get another
Your
chance.
your contract's now terminated. Now get out.
Let me.
You were the one who knocked her out. You think I'm gonna let you touch her now that she can't fight back?
I ain't asking.
My mansion! It's on fire! You barbarians! What have you done?
You'll buy a new one. You'll be fine, Rare. You always are. Why? You slapped me.
I mean, she deserved it,
I
really.
guess I deserve that.
Yeah.
You idiot! You could have killed her! You could have killed her! You could have killed her! You could have killed her!
I will say, throughout this season of Friendship is Tragic, I will say this: the voice acting for all characters have been phenomenal.
Dash wakes up.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Tell her I'm sorry.
Tell her yourself.
I can't. Not her go. And whatever that flappermouth says, don't go looking for her. For Pinky. Just don't. Please. Just don't.
Applejack, wait! Don't go! Not like this! Not like this!
In a way, Applejack was trying to not bring Twilight into Pinky.
Thanks to those two ruffians. Ugh, you stupid mules. What are you
But
doing?
Twilight is intrigued to know what's happened to her friends.
Maybe it's not too late. I can still salvage some of the dresses in the East Wing. Ah, what is that?
Oh my god!
That's an Ursa Minor. But why is it here?
What's the Ursa Minor doing?
Time of year.
Quick, Twilight, do your thing! What the? What?
And bags of cockatrices. They never leave the Everfree Forest. What is one doing running around here? And all these animals. They look so scared. What are they running from?
Are these apples from the...
What have you done? You let them out of the abattoir on purpose, didn't you? Didn't you? Oh, I'm ruined. Ruined. Years of hard work all flushed down the drain. Fluttershy, I'll skin you for this.
Rarity, I thought you said your raw materials were just recycled from the already dead bodies
Yes.
of creatures that died of natural causes. You lied?
Oh, grow up, Twilight. Of course I lied. Everyone lies. Only fools and foes think everyone is telling the truth all the time. And I am neither a fool nor a fool.
Rarity, you've been raising rare creatures so that you can harvest their skins for your fashion line?
Don't you dare judge me. I had nothing, Twilight. Nothing except a dependent who could not even speak or walk outside without collapsing and crying until I carried her back inside. I had bills to pay, Twilight, and they kept growing and growing until I was...
Okay, you're terrible as well, Rarity.
No other options left to me. My family couldn't help. My friends were all gone. You decided you would rather hide away like a hermit in Canterlot Castle, pretending you were too dead to help me. So I did what needed to be done.
She was with Celestia to fight the Demetes!
What's monstrous is that everything I worked so hard for is burning in front of my eyes. I'll bet Fluttershy was just waiting for an opportunity to let them out. I'll bet this fire and the distraction of your presence was just the excuse she needed to do what she always wanted to do. The ungrateful...
And then after that, she was out for a very long time.
For her. I was hurt and humiliated for her. And this is how she repays me?
Rarity, that's not fair. This wasn't all Fluttershy's fault.
You're right, Twilight. It's not her fault. This is all your fault.
God, she's giving a big antagonist moment now, ain't she? It's like something from Lion King.
Everything would have been fine. We would have carried on with
Oh, Simba, you have done it again.
Don't you see?
And everyone knows why.
Coward. We don't need you anymore, Twilight Sparkle. We learned how to cope without you. You left us. You abandoned us when we needed you the most. And now you think you can just waltz back into our lives and act like that didn't happen? We thought you were dead. And instead, you were just lounging around in the royal castle, living the high life and hiding behind Princess Luna while we struggled and hurt and well, you should have just stayed dead if that's all you thought of us. If you hadn't... Wait, where are you going? You can't just leave after.
Just don't, Rarity.
Just
I'm
don't.
taking Rainbow Dash, and I'm leaving.
Just don't.
You're right. I did wrong by you, and I can't pretend that I didn't. I should never have tried to reconnect with you. I'm sorry I came back at all.
You can't just leave. What about my house?
I'm sure you have insurance.
Yeah.
Your house. Maybe you can even buy yourself some new friends.
Oh.
Better fit your new lifestyle and your new values too.
You know what? I hate you, Twilight Sparkle, and I hate you, Fluttershy, you ungrateful little traitor. You're nothing without me. Let's see how long you can survive without me there to protect and look after you. Go on, run away. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. She never should have come back. Friendship is a lie.
Say the line. Say the line. Friendship is tragic. To be concluded? What the hell? Wow. Oh my god, so it must have taken like quite some time then to get episode 7. Holy crap. What an episode. What an episode. Oh my god. And episode 7's gonna be insane. Oh my god. We can be heroes just for one day. You will be me. I think all the time. Others, and that's a fact. And that is that.
Nothing will keep us together. We could steal time.
For one day, just for one day, we can be heroes forever and ever. What do you say? Episode 7 next time. Pie of the Beholder. Good Lord. Oh, that episode is over 1 hour long. Well, grab your snacks, grab your popcorns, grab your drinks, because the next episode. Look at that thumbnail. It's gonna be insane. That's gonna be crazy. That episode is going to be crazy. Oh my God. One sec.
At the RSPB, we...
Oh wow. 7th of November 2021. And she put, Scribbler puts the much delayed finale. I can see why they've concluded episode 6 and then just delayed it a month later, because my God, this was crazy. This was insane. Wow. That was something. Okay. All right. So, so episode 6 of Friendship is Tragic. That was Friends Like These Are a Rarity. And well, let's go over it. So, Rarity, at first, I mean, she went to the slave traders like area, and she was gonna look for like assistance or whatever. She was looking at different like slaves held up in the cage. There's like lots of ponies in the cages, and it's like, oh my God, why? Like the scene was hard to watch, you know. And then she was gonna go, do you have any non-pony like products there? So the griff there just like, okay, lead the way. And then she saw Fluttershy was there in the cage, and I thought it looked like her leg was also broken. Her leg was broken from that one point. That's why I was like, oh my God, what's happened to her leg? But it's more of a throat that's got cut out, really. So yeah, and she's been put in a slave traders. And Rarity spotted her and said, I'll give you anything you want so I can get Fluttershy. And then they kept saying she's not for sale. So she was like, she came to a negotiation at the end to do whatever that they want to her and everything. At first, I was thinking like, oh, this could be like a bit NSFW, you know, like she was selling her body to get Fluttershy. Maybe too much to say, but that's what I was thinking of for what could have occurred and everything. But yeah, I think they just came to a agreement on business wise. So after that, they both got out of there, and She made Fluttershy the assistant and everything. And then what Fluttershy was witnessing over Rarity's mansion, because I think the mansion was built over the materials on dead ponies and whatnot. Yeah. She'd yeah. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments on the YouTube video. I'm just reading the comments right now as I'm going past. Yeah. But it was shocking to know from what Rarity was doing. Like, I don't think she wasn't killing them, but she was like dumping the bodies to make clothes for a business and whatnot. And that's messed up. That is messed up on so many levels. And then Twilight wanted to mention what happened to Pinkie Pie, and everybody was like, Twilight, you should not bring that name in vain. You should not bring it. And then as she wanted to know more and more, Rainbow Dash wanted to tell her, but Anger Jack just like picked a fight with her, and then them two just burnt down the whole thing. I mean, good enough really, because from what Rarity was doing, it was going to go bad. So yeah, she had it coming. I love the line from Twilight at the end. I'm sure you have insurance to pay out for that mansion. I'm sure you've got enough. And to pay and this was the killer blow. And to pay for new friends. To pay for new friends as well. Cause yeah. I mean, friendship is penniless. Friendship is penniless. But with Rarity, she buys friends. She will buy friends for a living in this one. But yeah, I'm just gonna read some. I'm just gonna look at the comments. Okay, this comment here. From Sam. Quotes from Twilight. I'm sure you have insurance. You can buy a new house and better friends. Best comeback ever. Also, oh my god, Rarity is horrible in this. Rarity, yeah. That line. God. So yeah. This does epitomize the title for this fanfiction called Friendship is Tragic. And I thought Rarity at the end was going to say Friendship is Tragic, but she said Friendship is horrible. Although I was waiting for her to say, come on, you can say the title. Say Friendship is Tragic. But yeah, this was the episode that epitomizes what the title of the fanfiction is. Because friendship is tragic. It's so tragic. So yeah. So yeah, that was the episode. And for episode 7, Pie of the Beholder, we're going to see Pinkie Pie and what she has become. She's going to be the classic Pinkamena Diane Pie, and for all the classic videos that we've seen of her murdering ponies, from fan fictions and fan animations, cupcakes, and what's that one as well? Cupcakes. Cupcakes more in general. But yeah, we're going to see what she has become in this one for episode 7. And I cannot wait for it. So, until next time, it's going to be big. But as of now, I want to thank you, everypony, for watching my reaction to Friendship is Tragic, episode 6. Friends like these are a rarity. And if you've enjoyed my reaction to this episode, then make sure to hit the like button down below. And if you're new to my channel and want to check out more of my videos, then you can by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell for more updating content when I upload my next video. Don't forget to check out all of my social medias. They'll be down below in the description. And the original video will be down in the description as well. Oh yeah, leave your comments down below on what you thought about this video. So yeah. And with all that being said, everypony, thank you so much for watching. And I will see you all for episode 7. The finale of the first season of Friendship is Tragic. Next time. See you then. I'm getting my popcorn. Well, I've not got popcorn, but I'm getting snacks and I'm getting a drink because it's going to be a long one. 1 hour. Over 1 hour long. Oh boy. That was crazy.